Hi, this is Cali Tucker, and it's so good to be back here on the Jim Master Show. Today, we're going to play a little catch up on what's been going on with my new music and the new tour I've started, and it starts right now.
Very, very cool. I like that intro, Cali. Very nice. You're a pro.
Oh, you know.
I've been on a few stages and a few studios, Jim. I know what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a really bad public speaker, but I'm a great singer. So that's my
You would never know that. No,
I'm the worst.
Are you the worst?
Yes.
There have been surveys where people say that that's the number one thing they fear. Some people fear public speaking more than death. And I'm saying to myself, no, for me, that's still number one. That one is still.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I can push through just about any uncomfortable situation, but you can't escape death. That's pretty scary.
Exactly. Well, it's good to see you again. For those who are watching our show, we welcome everybody tuned in from all around the world. This is the Jim Masters Show series. I'm Jim Masters, your host, of course. Cali Tucker here. She's a very renowned, celebrated, and beloved singer, songwriter, and so much more. Musician. You may even hear a little treat a little bit later on. I don't want to say what it is. She's got new music, a tour, and of course, she comes from a legendary family as well. We'll talk about it in just a second. How have you been since we chatted last, my friend?
I've been so good. I don't even know how to describe how good it's been. Life just really kind of blossomed after the pandemic, and things just started to fall into place. And we wrote a ton during that time. And let's see, Urban Cowboy, one of my singles, came out from the pandemic time, and life has just been amazing. I've released my song Country Couture and Urban Cowboy, along with music videos for both of them, which I hope you guys will check out because they were made with such love, and it was such a magical experience. And then of course my new single, Last Name, comes out this Friday, July 18th. And the music video will be released August 8th. So we are just also ecstatic and excited and love the response that we've gotten. And actually this Saturday, I will be opening for my Aunt Tanya Tucker. So that is like a dream come true in itself. So it's a really busy, amazing, magical weekend about to happen.
Did you hear what she said? Her Aunt Tanya Tucker. You're looking at her last name on the screen, right? And yes, that is her aunt, and your mom too. Also a revered performer and entertainer, singer as well. And of course, this is her aunt, Tanya Tucker. Yeah, she is a legend in the business. The apple does not fall far from the tree. And her mom as well, too, a revered performer and singer as well, Lacosta Tucker. And this is a very, very sweet shot of the tour.
I love it.
It's a beautiful shot. I like this shot too.
I know. And that sweet Tanya kissing mom when she won Miss Country Music Phoenix.
Isn't that fantastic?
Such a sweet moment.
I love that. It's all in the family too. So you're going to be performing with your aunt, Tanya Tucker. Have you done that before? And what is that like? She's your aunt. She's family to you, to everybody else. She's this legend, as is, of course, your mother too. So immersed in the industry, you're surrounded by music and lots of inspiration and so many talented ladies and just folks in your family. What is it like doing that with your aunt?
She invited me, I think I was 25 at the time, and she invited me to come and sing with her. And all the cousins, my cousins, her kids do it too. So they would sing backup. I learned to sing backup for her songs, and we would all go on the road. And I did that for probably 8 or 9 months. And that was amazing. I mean, we were performing in front of, 20,000 plus people on that particular tour, and it was all US, and then we did some Canada. So and I grew up like on the bus, you know, when I was a kid before school started. And so I remember my mom and her doing shows, and then me, like I have this incredible memory of me just falling asleep on the bottom bunk, you know, and we go from city to city. And so that was super magical time. And that's when it had imprinted on me that this is what I wanted to do as well. And it you know, I love music, but it was more of the energy of the crowd that I was like, oh my gosh, this is so powerful. What is this feeling? You're making everybody happy, and they're making you happy. And it's such it was incredible to experience as a kid. I didn't know what I was feeling, but I knew that's what I wanted. But man, I tell you what, I don't shy away from my last name. Like, I'm so proud of it. And to come from such incredibly strong, independent, and extremely talented women, like I'm a very proud Tucker gal. And it is just amazing that we're finally at the point in my career where, you know, I'm able to put on a show that can open for my aunt. You know, that's a huge accomplishment. And we've worked really, really hard, and just so proud of the music that I'm doing and the work that we've been doing. And I say we because it takes more than a village. It takes an empire of people to really put everything together. I mean, it can be my vision, it can be my brand and all that, but like, it takes a lot of people to have made this happen. And we're just all so proud and excited. And my songs and videos have won so many awards, and it's just like, wow, you know, it's really happening, you know? So
it is. It really, really is. You know, you mentioned some of that. You've had a phenomenal year by any measure. Your music has amassed millions of streams on Spotify and Apple Music, YouTube as well. You performed the National Anthem for NASCAR's Penzoil 400 in front of 8,000 racing fans to a televised audience, over 3 million people. And your music video, of course, Country Couture, has become the darling of film festivals around the globe, winning Best Music Video at the New York International Film Awards, LA Film Awards, ARFF Paris, Accolade Global Film Awards, Onirus Film Awards, and the IndieX Film Awards. And in your home city, the Las Vegas Music Video Awards as well honored you 4 trophies: Best Female Vocalist, Best Country Video, Best Song, and overall Judges' Choice. How does that make you feel that not only the fans love what you do, but the critics, the peers, the folks in the industry do as well?
You're gonna make me cry a little bit. I mean,
I've been known to do that.
I mean, you saying it sounds so amazing. As a child, wanting to be a musician and wanting to be a singer and wanting to be a songwriter, and not just one, a great one. You know, I've always thought about what does this brand look like? What does the music video look like? And I went through a lot of twists and turns in my career and my artistry and my sound and my brand and what I was doing. But it is so incredible that my very first music video, and Country Couture was the very first one we filmed, went off so beautifully. And we had such an incredible experience filming it. It took 2 days, and that's not a very long time, but we were able to schedule everything out and have everything just down to a science to make it run so smoothly and be such a fun experience, and it turning out so beautiful and so great and so fun. And I think it was the greatest song for me to release first. And I say first because I know I released Dandelion, but this is, you know, from Country Couture on is really like the epitome of who I am. So when you watch the video and you listen to the song, I think it really represents just my personality. And it's very colorful. It's very playful, and it's cheeky. And I just want people to really connect as like a best friend type of way with anybody that listens to me. And I'm not a diva, I'm not untouchable. And it's just like, we're just a bunch of friends having fun. And that's what my tour is about. It's what all of my live shows are about. They're very interactive. And it's a super exciting time. And I'm very, very grateful and proud to have won those awards and continue to show what I do in different ways and who I am. And it's wonderful. I'm very grateful though.
That's one of the great things about you. And I think that everybody loves about you is that you're humble and you're grateful and you're thankful. And I think that also comes from the family dynamic, right? Everybody being loving and supportive. And you probably learned early from the family to count those blessings and be grateful and be thankful for whatever comes your way through the talent, through the hard work. Just enjoy the ride, continue to work hard, but be grateful along the way. It makes the experience so much richer, doesn't it? When you're grateful for the blessings that come, because then it gives you that, it fills your cup to where you want to continue and you want to reach more people and inspire more people through your art and your music.
It just makes it more genuine, 100%, when you're putting in the work. I mean, nothing was handed to me. Like, my mom and my aunt and anybody in my family has been super supportive of my journey. But I had to figure it out for myself. Like, I had to go through the trenches and write really bad songs and come across really terrible people and make really bad decisions. And I've had to do all that on my own to figure out those lessons, to be at the place where I am now. And it does make you more grateful than not. I just encourage everybody to make mistakes and try different things that may not work, but at least you said you did them, because you're going to figure it out eventually. But I'm very, very grateful. And my family definitely had a role in that. And I'm just, so proud.
Absolutely. So when you are talking to people and they find out, or they mention, of course, or you happen to mention who your mom and who your aunt are, do people get a glazed look over their eyes? Are they, because sometimes, and I have some friends too, who are children of celebrities in music, television, film, all of it. And we're good friends. And I ask, how do you navigate being you and being true to you and having your identity and your sound or your feel, whatever it is, when you do have this shadow of this other family member who has accomplished so much? Do you ever feel you're in the shadow? Do you embrace the shadow? How does that all work? And how do you navigate, your aunt being Tanya Tucker, your mom being Lacosta, all of this incredible richness of heritage and music around you? And I would imagine they gave you they opened up the floodgates for you. They said, here is the lane, the road, and go take it. Which doesn't always necessarily happen. Everybody's like, do what the parents do what the parents do, and that's it. How do you navigate that and still be you?
Well, great question. And I've never felt like I was in the shadow of them. I mean, I've always felt supported. But I definitely know that it was always their intention for me to figure out what my path was. They obviously opened the door to, here's what we do. And we love it, and we're really good at it. And how are you going to do it though? And how are you going to make it different? And how are you going to make it your very own? And how are you going to make it special? And I've always navigated everything I've ever done out of love. I think there's been times where there was maybe fear and anger, and you get really frustrated with the industry and yourself because, man, I'm just not writing the way I want to write. I'm not working with the people I need to be working with. Things aren't just panning out the way you want. And so you find yourself in a lot of frustrating scenarios, but it really is, it's my situation, and everyone is different, but my situation has really just been, grassroots. I left Nashville after I was on season 6 of The Voice. And the thing is too, is I walked through every door of opportunity, like doors I should not have walked through probably, but I did it. And I'm, you can't look back and, okay, I did this thing. That's embarrassing. I did that thing. That's embarrassing. But I walked through every door of opportunity, and just to finally come to the place of realization and more self-awareness, and getting back to my roots of country, and also incorporating pop into my sound. Like, there were so many different experiments that I was going through. But like, to answer your question, at the end of the day, like, I've always just my mom has just been my rock, and she lives with me, and like she tours with me. And if people actually come to my show, they'll get a special treat. Just saying. And my aunt has just been kind of right there. If I need her, I know at all times, and has just been really supportive. And it's no different than somebody having an aunt or an uncle that's just there for them. We're just family. You know what I mean? There's nothing really complicated about it. And when people ask me about her, it's more, they're like, oh my God, we didn't know that. That's so cool. And then they proceed to tell me a story that I met your aunt when I was 15 at this fairground back in 72. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like they love telling stories about my family, and I love hearing them. So it never gets old. Please continue to tell me stories if you have one.
You can see the family resemblance too with all of you. I mean, you could see your mother, your aunt, you could see the family in you, especially the eye.
Oh, well, good. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're beautiful. And
what color are they? Are they blue? They green?
They're blue. They're blue.
Yeah. Yep. They pop.
They're kind of, I guess they're like ice blue. I don't know. What are they? You tell me.
I would say, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can definitely see the family resemblance. And folks have not seen you in concert, or they haven't had an opportunity to download any of the music. It's all on Spotify and all the platforms. You got to get your tickets and you got to go.
Yes, come see me live. It is quite the fun show.
Even the pooch agrees, right?
You know what? I'm dying to take him on the road. Duke. I'm dying to take him. Duke.
No, I said to her, we've had guests where sometimes they are, the bird lands on their head, or a cat walks in front of them, or a dog jumps on them, or a kid jumps there. Hey, Duke. Hey, Duke. You're on TV. You're on the Jim Master Show.
Now he's shy.
Now he's shy, right? He just wanted to make sure that, he's hearing this male voice coming out of the speakers. He wanted to let us know he's still the boss. He's in charge.
He is.
I'm a guest. I'm a guest in the home right now. He's in charge. Don't forget about him, especially when he's hungry.
Oh, Lord. He just loves to bark at stuff that doesn't exist. That's his favorite thing to do.
You mentioned being on The Voice. And
wow. And oh my God.
Wow.
Go away.
Beautiful shot of you there too. Beautiful shot.
That was a long time ago, folks. So
what was that even like to have that experience, just to even be on a network show like that, and a show as popular as The Voice? Did you learn something from it? Were there different things that you learned about television, about the industry, about yourself, about the experience, about your fortitude, your resilience, your can-do spirit? We're going to keep moving forward and all of that. What are some things you learned? Because not everybody gets a chance to go on any of those kinds of shows, and you made it on. What was that experience like, and what did you take away from it? How did you grow from it?
I think I was earlier trying to elaborate on that, and I got sidetracked. But if it wasn't for The Voice, I actually wouldn't be in this position right now. Like where I'm at with my music. I just wouldn't. So I was bartending at the time, cocktail waitressing in Nashville, and I was songwriting, doing the grind, So my mom calls me up one day and she says, your sister-in-law is going to go audition for The Voice in Las Vegas. I think you should go too. And I was like, sure, any excuse to go to Vegas, I'm down, And I really didn't have like any thought that I would make it. I just wanted to go and party in Vegas. Back when I was a partier. And so I went, and I did the cattle call audition. I was there at 3 a.m. I was the first 10 in line, and went in there and sang my song, passed that first round. And then there's several other rounds after that. And I continued to make it through, and I was on the show and I was Team Blake. And this was 2013 when it filmed, 2014 when it aired. And after the show, it was like you're on such a high, and you're just like, man, I'm ready to take over the world. Like, what am I going to do next? And I found myself in a really kind of depressing situation in Nashville. Like things weren't clicking. Nothing was really coming from it. And I was like, what am I going to do? How do I capitalize on this opportunity? And so my battle partner, Ryan White Maloney on The Voice, he and I stayed friends after the show ended, and we talked all the time. And I was telling him like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm here and I don't want to go back to what I was doing. I want to do something else. I want to sing. And he's like, why don't you move out to Vegas? You'll do great out here and you'll get to sing all the time and you'll make a living and it'll be wonderful. And I was like, light bulb. And so I literally saved up some money for about 6 months. And then I packed up what I could in my car and I moved out here, found an apartment online, sight unseen, and moved in. It was 400 square feet. And I've been on the grind ever since. And so The Voice changed my life. Meeting Ryan changed my life. And the show was, it was a nerve-wracking experience because I hadn't been on that level in a long time or ever. And it wasn't necessarily that I learned anything from it. It was just an incredible experience that catapulted my career to the next level. But I had to do the work. Like, it wasn't nothing. There was no like, oh, here's the next thing you're going to do here, like right this way. It wasn't like that. I had to go, and I went to Vegas and I capitalized on the fact that I was on The Voice, and I got a lot of gigs, and me and Ryan started to perform together nightly. And it was wonderful. And I've just kept growing and kept growing. I met my producer out here, but they live, my producer and co-writer, they live in LA, but I met them while I was here. And I've met all the right people to get me into where I'm now. And I'd love to eventually go back to Nashville and bring everything that I am now as an artist and as a performer and bring it back home eventually one day.
Exactly. And when you were on The Voice, you worked with Blake Shelton, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's great.
Yeah. What's it like working with him?
He's so nice. Like he's literally just, I feel like he's what you see on TV is just who he is. Like he's a very genuine man. And although I didn't spend a ton of time getting to talk with him because I was eliminated after the battle rounds. So, it's very limited, the time you get with him, but fantastic human being. I only have great things to say about him. And I definitely got on the right team.
No doubt. Certainly did. Absolutely. Yeah. What's cool too, one of the things that you do, which people might not know, you have your showroom act where you sing, I Put a Spell on You a cappella, and then you go into Fleetwood Mac's Dreams with the band. Tell us about that.
So that is actually the tour that we're doing. This isn't just a Vegas thing. We're, like I said, I'm about to open for my aunt, and then we're going on from there and booking a lot more dates. And next year it'll just be probably that's all we're doing. It's like I said, my show is very interactive. I want to keep it that way because that's the way that's really a big thing that I learned here in Las Vegas. I play these small lounge venues, and it's just me and it's my tracks, and it's very intimate. It's very vulnerable, but I can connect with the audience so well. And it's so great because we'll banter back and forth with each other, and I'll go out there and I'll be able to touch everybody and not just, physically touch them, but we're really connected. And that's always been super magical about what Vegas has brought to me as a performer. And so I was like, how do I do that with a big stage and thousands of people? So this Magic Wand act allows me to do that. And if you come to the show, you'll see more of how that works and plays out. And I go into the audience and I sing to them, and we get to mingle, and it's really fun and very, very colorful.
What's it like putting a show together? It's very labor intensive, and how do you sort of format it? And, what do you hope people get out of it when they come to these shows?
Well, before I started putting on these big shows, I, did these music videos. And so I got a little taste of really what it's like to organize. Down to the finite details of the ring I'm going to wear or the movement that somebody else is going to do. And I've got to then direct them what I'm seeing and visualizing. It's very, very intricate. And so it was a different ball game when it came to a live show because we don't get to say cut. We have to keep going. Every time you do a show, it's okay, that didn't work. Let's pivot, and let's do it this way the next time. And we're constantly learning, constantly changing and adapting and pivoting and circling back to certain things. So it's usually a 90-minute show. But when I'm opening for my aunt and that's a 30-minute show, like a hard 30-minute show. So how do you go, okay, how do you take, people would think it'd probably be easier, but it's actually not, it's harder. So you got to take a 90-minute show and all the good stuff that really represent you as an artist and your brand and your sound and everything, and crunch it into 30 minutes. So that was really challenging for this particular one. But you just figure it out, and it takes days and a lot of talking and a lot of playing things out in your head. And how does it look? And I'm really good at that. I'm really good at visualizing every little thing. So it's the most wonderful challenge I could have in my life. This is my biggest problem. How do I put on a great show? It's so much fun. It's fantastic. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, you just take it to stride. It's so emotional and inspiring for you. It gets you all choked up, right?
It's so dry here. I live in Vegas, and it is.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to tell you, we got crazy winds and pollen and dust, and I'm in my house, and I'm still feeling it. So,
boy. We're on the East Coast in the New York area, and it's mostly sunny, about 82 degrees with a light coastal breeze. Come east.
I would love to. Actually, I've never been to New York.
Oh boy, New York.
Can you believe that? I can't believe it.
New York.
I'm trying to go see a Broadway show.
Boston and Philadelphia, the whole coastal area. Absolutely. You got to make a trip or bring the tour out here. They would love you.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
The East Coast and the Northeast. Absolutely. I want to mention too that of all these incredible things, part of your remarkable journey is winning the prestigious Miss Teen All-American title and gracing the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, which I know is a real blessing and a joy. And of course, you mentioned NBC's The Voice being on that as well. And you've performed in top venues at some of the city's, Vegas's most prestigious properties, including Aria the Wynn, MGM Grand, Resorts World, among others. And what people say about your performances, which is why I say they need to make sure they're there in the audience cheering you on, is that the audiences are captivated because of your powerful voice, and you weave in some humor along the way. You're real, you're authentic, you tell your stories, and of course the impeccable showmanship as well. You bring everybody in. It's not just a concert. It's really an experience when they come see you, right?
I would like to think so. Yes. It's like I said, it's very interactive. I want people to feel like they are a part of the show and they didn't just come here to stand there and sing. Even though those moments can be really beautiful and soft and intimate. It's just, it's the whole show is a conversation. We're bantering the whole time, it's just super fun. And you mentioned Miss Teen All-American. One of the and I won't give it away. You have to come to a show to find out what it is, but I do incorporate the pageants world, my moments and those that back in the day into my show, and it's a really fun segment of the show. So I mean, a lot of my past and I'm paying tribute to my family is in the show, and listen, I mean, I'm in Vegas, if I had stayed in Nashville, I would not have had any of these ideas probably. And I really want to incorporate, when people say Nash Vegas, I'm like, I'm Miss Nash Vegas. I literally try to incorporate both what Nashville has raised me to be and my roots there, and incorporate like Vegas and all of its showmanship, and just, it's kind of wild. It's out there. And I was watching the video the other day of the show, and I go, this looks like it would have been fun to sit in the audience and just experience. And if I can say that, then hopefully everybody else feels that same way too. But
I know they do. Absolutely. mention to folks that you are coming back. This is Cali Tucker's return visit. You can go back in the archives on the Jim Masters Show Celebrity Talk Show series, and you can see the first episode. We had a great conversation then too, but this is her return visit. And when I mentioned to folks that you were coming back on our series, they were all excited. Oh my God, that's great. We love her, which I think is fantastic. And, you know, you mentioned Country Couture. That single and the infectious music video has been seen by so many people. It's been streamed over 800,000 times and counting, which is huge. And then, of course, you mentioned Urban Cowboy, which is like a modern day fairy tale. And that is, Urban Cowboy is sort of like an enchanting song with the music video reminiscent of The Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah. And I had no intention of that. It's people told me after they saw the video, they're like, it's like The Wizard of Oz. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't even register with me. And I will make a side note. My mom is in every single one of my music videos. It's really fun to incorporate her. I put a ton of Easter eggs throughout all of my videos. So if you watch closely, you'll see how things are actually intertwined and connected, each video one to the next. But yeah, I mean, Urban Cowboy, man, like I said, I wrote that during COVID, and with my producer, PK, and my co-writer, Trisha Batani, here at my house. Like, we're all just like, you know, hunkered down here and wrote that song. And gosh, it was just such an easy write. It was so much fun. And I just felt so special. And when I've always been a huge fairy tale fan. Like, I live in a dream world. Like, it's not real. Nothing is real in my world. And I know that, but I love the fantasy land, and I love unicorns. If you come to my home, I think you'll see one right here. I have them everywhere. I still believe in mermaids, and I feel like one day I'm going to get wings. I don't know. Like, I'm crazy, but I love incorporating the fairy tale into my music and my visuals. And this was so much fun. It was so special because the whole song is like, a lot of songs are like, oh, we're looking for our Prince Charming, you know, one day we're going to find our special someone. But this is kind of like, it's got this urban beat. It's called Urban Cowboy, and it's about an urban myth, you know? And basically I get to this fairy tale land where all these other mythical creatures that we all grew up knowing and loving are gung-ho to help me find the urban cowboy. The urban cowboy is the prince. He's the mythical, magical man. Like, you know, like all girls are searching for their urban cowboy, you know, we're the love of our lives, you know? And so that's what the song is about, just in a twist. And I wanted to make it a fairy tale. And eventually I'm actually going to turn it into a children's book. So that's going to be fun. And you never know, it could be a movie one day. But
wow, that's cool, huh? Do you like to write?
I've actually never really sat down and written stories, but I come up with them in my head. If I could just get them on paper, it would be wonderful. I think it'd be really fun, and find a great illustrator to make everything kind of come to life visually. I definitely am more of like a visual person for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think with time and space, I could absolutely write this book.
The music video too, of course, really cool. There's a little shot there. Wow. Yeah. It's a great shot. And that, look at that pickup truck. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, we found that. I was like, could this get any better? Lord.
Where was this filmed? What was the location, this part?
So this was filmed here in Las Vegas, just outside at the Clark County Gun Range. And I knew I had in my head, I was like, I want beautiful mountains in the back. Yeah. And all of us just partying and having a good time out there. And I was like, I got to have a pink truck. And it was not, it was like, I said it, and my producer, Michael, he was like the next day had found this beautiful pink truck. And it's called Pinky. Pinky actually has a Instagram page and a Facebook page if you want to follow.
Cool. Really? Wow.
Yes. And Renee is the owner of Pinky, and she's fabulous, a wonderful, wonderful lady. And the other scenes that were shot were actually at the Tropicana, which is now no more. So they tore it down about 6 months ago, maybe even more. And it was filmed in a room called the Havana Room, which was absolutely stunning space. Yeah, it's like iconic now that we filmed there, and now it's gone, and they're going to build a baseball field. But so it's a bummer. But I mean, yeah, really proud that I got to film now in like an iconic venue that's no more.
Vegas is really growing, isn't it?
It never stops. It never stops.
It's constant. It's unbelievable, right?
Yeah, I wish they had kept some of the original buildings. Like there's these incredible books that I've seen that are just really thick, and they, you open them up and it shows pictures of what it was in the 50s, like all these, the very first casino, the very first flamingo, and you're just like, man, couldn't they just keep one like OG, so we could all experience what it was like in the 50s when
the Rat Pack,
the Rat Pack. And oh man, and that's another thing I always say that I'm very proud of, because I go, oh my gosh, because I've been singing the lounge shows for years, and I'm like, man, I'm following in the footsteps of Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and all those guys. Like,
Henry Davis
doing
Jr.
what they were doing, just different. But oh my gosh, it is really cool. This town is so magical. Like, I love living here. It's the greatest. I mean, my house was built in 76, so I love the old vintage style. And there's just so much beautiful history here that I know, I hate to say it, sadly has kind of been erased, but they do, we've got the Mob Museum, and they've got a lot of, they pay tribute to a lot of these, to a lot of the singers here, and what it once was. But I'm telling you find one of those old, those books, they're new books, but they show all the old, venues and casinos of what it once was. So I would love a time machine. That's all.
Yes, right. You can go back in time. You just step in and
experience it. Yeah.
You mentioned all the characters too, and there you go.
Yeah.
And you got Santa Claus in there. You got the uppercut. You got.
I wanted to make sure people, because in the beginning we're like, let's do a dragon, and then maybe like, centaur. I'm like, wait, no. This is, and I actually didn't realize this whole music video is a romantic comedy. That's what, and it wasn't a month before we started filming. I was like, oh, this is a comedy. Like, we have to play into that. So when I got the costumes, I mean, they're just mascot costumes. I mean, as the Santa Claus is the real Santa Claus. Okay. But everything else.
Well, Santa Claus, of course, is real. We know that, right? Real. Santa Claus is real.
Yeah. And that's the Easter Bunny's cousin. So that's, yes. And then the leprechaun, he is, there's several leprechauns all over the world, so he's just one of them. But yes,
he's not the one from the Lucky Charms cereal, is he?
No, he's not. We couldn't.
It's magically delicious.
Yeah, that guy was way too expensive.
That would be expensive.
Yeah, he was expensive, but that was his close relative. But
that was the close relative of him.
And then hold on. Did you catch Bigfoot?
Yeah. Yes.
Bigfoot made an appearance, and grateful for him showing up. He's very shy though, very shy. But no, like, I wanted people to be able to recognize and relate, be like, oh, okay, these are, the mythical creatures, and it's funny. It's a really funny little romantic comedy music video. It's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being sort of idealistic and celebrating characters and celebrating innocence and daydreaming. And, we're living in so much reality where everything is in our face, and it's reality, and it's technology, and it's quick 6-second videos, and it's just blah, 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 blah all day long. And to sort of slip back in time with these characters and these memories and childhood and all, you enjoy doing that. And you enjoy humor, don't you? You enjoy comedic timing and finding the fun and the lightness in life too. If somebody said, hey, Cali Tucker, we have a sitcom for you to star in, is that something that you would like to be a part of?
100%. Like my biggest dream in life is to host SNL and perform. Like I know I would crush it, and it would be the funniest like episode that they've ever seen, because I already have the ideas for the like sketch comedy stuff. Like that is the pinnacle of where I want to reach in my career, where they call me and say, hey, we want you to be on SNL and we want you to sing too, host it and sing it. I would die like that.
You know who that happened to? We had her as a guest just a couple of days ago, not the singing part, but the hosting and the acting part. Charlene Tilton was on our show, just, from Dallas and all these happy days, and Lucy Ewing. And she talked about that. And the musical guest at that time was Prince, and it was the debut of Prince. So after he was on SNL with Charlene Tilton, boom, his career just took off from there.
I can't imagine that. Oh my God, the debut of Prince. That is so cool.
Right?
That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, I've been a huge SNL fan my entire life. I've been a huge comedy fan. Like, let me tell you, people in this industry, we can take ourselves pretty seriously. And I don't want to, listen, I like being sexy, but I'm never going to like overdo it. Like I can be sexy in my little short dress and have comedy going on at the same time. It's just, it's all very, I think, very tasteful and funny. And I like to keep it right there in the middle of the road, nothing too far on the other side. But man, the comedy stuff, yes, I would be on a sitcom. I would love to act, and show everyone that side of me. And I mean, they get to see it live on the, at my shows, but there's just something I think that would be so cool.
So fellow TV producers, if you're listening, she is available. So music, of course, new music out, which is very, very exciting. And we're talking about, so many different projects you've been a part of too. Tell us about this, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. So this next single is called Last Name. And I wrote it with initially with a dear friend of mine who's known me for probably 20 plus years. I don't even know. His name is Derek Robertson. And we were at his place in St. Louis, and we were talking about just life. And I'd known about his story, since I've known him. And, he is gay, and he got disowned by his family for it. And it was really, it was hard for me to understand that. I couldn't wrap my head about it. Like, you're such a wonderful person. Like, how could this disconnect you from your family? How could they disconnect themselves? And they were very religious, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like, I don't go either way. Live your life, do what you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Like, I love you, I support you. And we wrote this song just about, there's so many people in the world that are struggling with this particular topic, from, parents not, I don't support your life choices. I don't support you doing that particular career. I don't, maybe it's a marriage that's, doesn't feel supported. Or, another friend of mine pointed out, like, that was in the foster care system that didn't have any stability or any like support from their foster families, because there were so many of them. And it's just about rising up from that and going, okay, I don't have this, but I can pick the people in my life, and I can choose my family, and maybe it's not blood, and that's okay. But I'm going to rise above. I'm going to make my life the way I want it to be. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be successful. And there's nothing that's going to get in my way. And I want you to watch. I want you to watch closely when I do it. That's it. That's the song. And I'm so proud of it. And the music video is very interesting. I'll go ahead and spill the beans. But of course, I love my fairy tales, but this story really does align with Cinderella's. And so today I wore this dress in honor of the music video and the song being released this week. This is one of the outfits I wore in the music video, and it's very Cinderella theme and inspired. The story in the music video has a little bit of a twist, but her stepmothers and stepsisters, treated her poorly and didn't support her, and she wound up being the freaking princess and marrying the prince. So life can get better, but you have to stay kind, and you have to stay humble, and you have to stay driven, and not let anything get in your way, and don't use anger or fear as a motivator. That makes sense.
It does. It really, really does. I wanted that to sink in. That's why we did a little pause there. I want people to hear that message and have it resonate with them, because it's really important, because we do sometimes get all wrapped up in the day-to-day of living, right? And you do have to take time to stop and breathe, and maybe a little more kindness towards one another too. I know we're living in a time when everybody's so ramped up and this, that, and if you don't agree with me and you don't agree with me, we're not friends. And that's all nonsense. I'm somebody who's like, hey, if that's your opinion and that's your opinion and that's your opinion, that's opinion, terrific. Now let's go have lunch.
Exactly. It hurts my heart to see people argue and fight, and I'm just such a peacemaker, and I don't like any of that. And I really love that this song is a little more serious than opposed to country couture, urban cowboy, because there's obviously many sides to me, and getting to show this other side while still being on brand is like really special. I think it sends a very powerful message to everybody, and I hope it uplifts everybody. Like, I didn't just write it to like get accolades. I really didn't. I wanted it to sink in with people. Like, this is a country song with a message that's maybe not talked about very much or written about. I don't know. And that's always exciting, is to be able to bring something new to the table, especially in country music. And it's just one of the many sides to me and the things that I have to say. And hopefully it's a beautiful message that inspires others and supports others, and maybe gets them through a really hard time that they're going through, and know that I'm thinking about them, and we got your back.
Music is very, very, it's the universal language, one of them. And it's very healing too, isn't it? It can bring people together, can really lift them up out of despair.
I know it does for me. I mean, I can go through an angry moment and listen to certain songs, and it just brings me down. Or when I'm really down, I got songs that lift me up. And I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. It is a medicine. And in a way, I'm self-medicating when I listen to music. So
me too. Yeah. I tell people my line is, I don't smoke, but music is my cigarette.
There you go. Oh, that's great. Yeah, absolutely. Like
it's that in the ocean for me, the viewers here know. I talk about it a lot. But I've always been, since I was a kid, something about being on the ocean, in it, swimming, surfing, boogie boarding, whatever we're doing near the ocean. And we're fortunate to be here on the coast. We're just blocks, from it. We're not far, but to have the ocean, something bigger than me, greater than me, that I sort of surrender my power to, but it then gives me pleasure and joy and beauty and all these cool things. That in music also, I think, is bigger than me. When I'm hearing the instruments and I'm letting it sort of sweep through. I love music that fills the house. I like when there's music sort of coming in and out of each room and bouncing off the walls, and it seems like this almost godlike thing coming out of the clouds, and it's just very powerful. There's something about that, Oh,
I agree. I mean, most of the time when I'm not performing, because I perform every single night pretty much, I will play a different style of music. And it's a lot of the time it's jazz. Jazz is my real go-to music. And I switch it up, but there's so many different styles. Like, my favorites, probably from the 1920s or 1940s. And then I love New Orleans jazz, and then like just New York club jazz. Like, I'll take a hot bath, and that is like, and I'll order some ramen, and I will just sink into that. And it really does something to me. Like, it's like
nirvana.
Like, yeah. I put lavender in my bath, and I'm like, yes, but I also put on jazz, and I put on music and something that, not all the time. Nice. I feel you. That is my go-to. If you haven't tried it, try it. Try a hot bath and jazz.
With the lavender?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, why not? Well, so you are ready to take off, and everything behind you is everything you're taking. You have a whole room of things and
it's so
luggage.
much more than that. It's
Wow.
like, it's so much. It's a lot of stuff. So it's all over here. I can't even show you, but it's yeah. I come to a knife fight with a grenade. So.
It's amazing, really. And we pulled up this cool shot too from I think this is Urban Cowboy.
No, that's just a photo shoot I did for fun.
This is just a photo shoot?
Yeah.
What a fantastic photo shoot. And look at that dress. Is that a dress or
yeah.
It's and it's cool that you're fanning it out like it's like the shape of a heart.
Yes, it's an old pageant hag trick. I mean, we take our dresses, and if we got a train, we are whipping that thing around. We are utilizing every minute of it. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
I love working with big dresses and big material, like flowy materials, and when I have a lot of dresses. I have a lot of outfits that are super fun.
I would imagine not only, do you keep your physical body in shape because that helps with the stamina and getting out there and having the kind of grueling schedule you have. What are some of the things you do to stay healthy, mind, body, and spirit, physically as well as vocally too? Some of the things you do to make sure your voice is prepped, ready to go, and you take care of your voice as well as your mind, body, and spirit.
That's a great question. You kind of get into some bad habits, let me tell you. Because when you sing so much, you're like, you do these little warm-ups, but you don't really do them anymore. Like my warm-up really consists of like coffee, Red Bull, like talking on the phone. Like I'll just call my friends or, to start having conversations just to warm it up. Like, but I actually am kind of a bad girl. I smoke cigarettes. I know. I've been doing it since I was 18. You guys know my secret, but a lot of singers do. Like, I don't do drugs and I don't drink. So if this is my worst vice, then oh well. And I am trying to quit. So, but I had to be a rebel in some way. So whatever. But
you like chocolate?
Do what?
You like chocolate too? Is there a sweet tooth?
Oh, Jesus. You should have seen the cake I ate last night. It's huge. Yes. I eat chocolate. But I do watch what I eat, and I'm very, very active. So, like I have friends that are like, do you just like ever rest? And I really don't. Like I'm DIY all the time. Like I'll go out there and pick up the wood and start building a fire. Like, I'm just very hands-on with kind of everything that I do. I don't sit around a lot, but my shows are very physically taxing. I'm just, I just move a ton, and I'm just constantly, it's like a full it's 4 hours, folks. And I used to sing 5, but right now I'm between 3 and 4 hours a show. So it's a lot.
Wow, 4 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I'm moving 80% of the time. And so it's, I eat quite a bit, and just to try to keep the energy going. And that's really how I stay active. That's my workout.
Do you like to cook?
I hate it.
She said that fast.
I'm not wifey material. Like I'm not like, no, no, I don't like to cook. My mom is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't get that gene. But no, I can make a great taco. I can make spaghetti. I can heat up a great can of soup. I'm really good at that. That's probably my best work. But no, I don't cook. But I really love to eat. So sleeping a lot. Sleeping is like the key to heal everything. And
and what's your secret? Because I haven't been getting, since the pandemic, I really haven't been getting good solid sleep. I keep waking up like after 5-6 hours, and then I'll wake up and then I'm up, and it's not enough. What do you do, especially, being so pumped up all the time on the road and everything, and being a creative person, and creative people, as we know, are always thinking, planning, creating, getting ideas and trying to capture them. What is your way of getting that good solid sleep? I think a lot of our viewers would love to know that.
Well, I used to get like really good sleep, and I'm kind of with you. Like I don't get, I mean, if I could get a consistent 8 hours, man, I think that would be life-changing. But I'm right at 6, and it's just not enough. So I've been having to take naps, and that is really the only thing I know to do. Finding time before my gig, because oh my gosh, the only way I can keep up the schedule is if I do get enough water and enough sleep, and I'm in a desert, so I'm constantly hydrating and using the hydration packets and humidifiers and things like that. But like sleep is like, that's the ultimate healer. And if you're not getting enough of it, it really shows that night, and your voice just isn't very good. So if I can get 6 hours a night, and then I try to make time for a 2-hour nap, even if it's an hour, it really does help. It really does. But yeah.
You sleep with white noise at all? A fan?
No, a fan. Yeah, you're right. Fan. Total blackout curtains. Total darkness.
It has to be total. Me too.
I've got an air purifier in there and a fan, and then my ceiling fan. So we've got a lot of air movement and a lot of noise, I guess.
Just to drown out,
Yeah.
Thinking about things, right? Exactly. That's what you got to do. So you're loving the ride. Things are going well, and you got all these new things that are happening, even since we chatted last, which I think is absolutely awesome.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And, you've had an opportunity. Both of your releases were co-written, and this opportunity to work with amazing people alongside multi-platinum Grammy-nominated producer PK and multi-platinum writer and vocal producer Trisha Batani. Mm-hmm. And also that team crafted the debut single from the 2021 Dandelion, which again has seen a viral resurgence too. Sometimes you put something out there and then other people still find it when they binge things like they do our series too, past episodes. What is it like working with them and bringing in, a team like them to work on your music?
Oh my gosh. That couldn't be more blessed. That's all I know. These two are, Trisha is my very best girlfriend, and PK is like my brother. And they're such fantastic humans, first of all, that it makes it so easy to do business with them and make music and be creative. Like it's something I've never had before. I feel very comfortable. They know like my insecurities. They know my weaknesses, what I like, what I don't like, what I'm particular about. And that, took some learning time to get to know each other in the beginning, just all the ins and outs of who we are as people, but we love each other so much. I would do anything in the world for them. No matter what it was. So we're such a family. We're so connected, in every single way. And they're some of the most special people in my life. And I can't even imagine like what my music would even sound like or be like, or where it would be if it wasn't for them. I mean, I just can't believe that I'm even getting to work with such talented, award-winning, people. And they're amazing. I don't know. I just can't believe it.
It's the best when you get a chance to work with folks who, they know what they're doing. They're already award-winning, and they can sort of take that seasoning, the experience they have, and share it with you, which only makes you better, and you learn from it too, which I think is great. And then you pay it forward as well, which I think is absolutely amazing. And again, everybody's in for a great treat when they go to one of your concerts. I like this shot too. Yeah,
isn't that great? That was so beautiful of her.
Isn't that something?
Unbelievable. I love how that outfit put together. And I know she did it by herself because she's just so glam. She just knows how to throw together an outfit. But yeah, I mean, it's that will, I'm going to probably get that framed because that's so special to me. Like her name and then me, like that's unbelievable. Yeah. And I just can't wait to see my cousins.
You look just like her. I can't believe.
Oh my gosh.
Don't people say that?
Well, when you see my mom, when we'd really look like it's sisters almost. It's crazy. But yes, I would love to be compared to my aunt in any way. So yeah, I mean, we all have that little bit of a Tucker sound. We all have that look. I mean, we're related, you know, we're gonna favor each other in a lot of ways. So
Yeah,
yeah.
they are. There's her mom and Lacosta and Tanya, and they're again a wonderful shot of you and your mom. I imagine they're both and all of the family, not just your aunt and your mom, but everybody's very proud of you.
Oh, I hope so. I feel it from them. Absolutely. I feel loved and supported, and I feel that there's a lot of pride, and I can't wait to share the space with Tanya, my mom, my cousins, Presley and Layla. And I hope my cousin Grayson will be able to come out as well. It's, oh my gosh. Excuse me. It's the dust.
It is very, yeah, in the desert. It's,
well, yeah, I mean, I just can't wait to share the space with them and be able to see them and spend time with them, because my life is so hectic. They're always on tour on the road, and this is going to be the greatest week of my life. I'm so excited. And plus, after the show Sunday, me and some friends, my mom, all of us, we're going to go to a little coastal boutique hotel and stay for 2 days and just enjoy the coast. Because I've said this a lot, and I've done this a lot, where I'll just go play a gig and then I'll come right back. Play a gig, come right back, or go to the next one, like never actually spending time where I'm at. And I'm like, man, I'm done with that. I want to see the world. I mean, that's another reason why I signed up to be a singer. I was like, I love the fact that I'm getting to travel so much, but didn't take into consideration that I wouldn't actually get to spend time in the cities and the places that I was at, and just always on to the next. And that's no fun. So I'm trying to live my life to the absolute fullest and stop and smell the roses, even if it's just for 2 days.
Absolutely. And hopefully the roses don't make you sneeze.
I know. I'm wanting to sneeze right now, and I'm holding it back. So yes.
You do have, we won't ask you to sing now. People can go online, they can download it, but you have a harmonica there with you, huh?
Yes. So I do a fun little skit with my harmonica, and I won't, do the skit, but I will play you guys a little Harvest Moon if you want.
That sounds good.
Yes. Okay, I'm still an amateur, but I'm learning.
Very nice.
Still perfecting, but yeah.
And probably cleared the throat and everything too, right?
Yeah, it's magic. I feel way better.
I was going to say that maybe that's the time for the harmonica is to help with that. That's terrific. So when did you pick that instrument up? When did that happen?
I've been doing this funny skit with the harmonica for years, and I thought it would be really funny for the people that knew me, for me to not fake play the harmonica, but actually learn to play it. So, and my mom played the harmonica. She was on the Dolly Parton show. I forget what year, but it's got to be in the 60s or 70s. And she played this beautiful, oh my gosh, this whole rendition of American Trilogy. And she sings American Trilogy, Elvis. And there's a segment in that American Trilogy where she is playing the harmonica, and it's just, I think it's at the very beginning. And I was like blown away as a kid watching this. So I've picked up other instruments. I have a piano back here, which you can see, which I never play. I have mini guitars. I never play. Just couldn't connect with them. And I've finally figured out that this is what I connect with. And don't know if mom had anything to do with it. I do like that it's lightweight, and I can carry it in my pocket, and I can just pull it out at any time and just do little riffs and keep learning and perfecting it. Obviously, I need a lot of work. That's no doubt, but I love it. I think it's so much fun.
How many instruments do you play?
I don't. I really don't. I can't play. I can play guitar a little.
Guitar, yeah.
But this, I can't. I don't even know.
This is something that you've taken on, and it's just growing as you go along, right?
Yeah, I'm just figuring it out. Like, you're never too young or too old to learn a new trick, of course. So I keep dabbling in different instruments and seeing which one feels right. But I got these nails, which ain't great. ain't great for playing certain things. So I don't know.
You don't need a pick for the guitar. You have the
No,
dance.
I don't. Just do this right here. But yeah, I haven't mastered any of it.
You know, what's really amazing too is the amount of time it takes to do this kind of. How do you balance life? How do you balance all that's happening with just day-to-day living and breathing? How do you find that balance?
It's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people are always like, you gotta find balance. I'm like, I'm trying. It's hard. My mom lives with me, and we do a ton of stuff together, but it's a lot of moving parts when somebody lives with you. So we're constantly kind of coming and going over here, making appointments and doing this, and then I've got to go to work at night, I've got to go do my shows, and so it is difficult to find balance. Always found it really hard to have a personal life. Like, my friends probably I'm just not, I can't be the greatest friend because I'm never available, but they know I love them to death. And they know I'm on a mission, and they're very supportive of that. But like, yeah, it's hard to have a personal life. It's hard to have, just to be able to like, even have the energy to be like, today's my day off. Let's go do something. No, I kind of want to sit on the couch maybe and like not do anything. That would be great. And even then I wind up picking up something or having to do something, else that is, another something for my career, but like not necessarily singing. So there's
like all the marketing, the promotion, the social media.
I got to do some marketing videos, or make some content videos and things like that. So yeah, very difficult to find a balance, and hopefully in time that will just happen. And I think I do a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What else? What's on that bucket list? What are some other things you have coming up, and other things that you would love to be able to do going forward, Cali?
I think short-term goal-wise, like I really want to do the festivals next year, like for the spring and summer, and start opening for other artists, kind of getting out there more. I mean, I love what I'm doing right now, but that would be a definite goal, and a very possible goal, and that's what it's looking like right now. We have green-lighted 4 more singles, so finding, like I said, the balance and the time to maybe pull back on some other things to make space and room for my writing, because I have to be like super zen. I have to be in a very peaceful environment, very peaceful space for me to write, and I'm not the type of person that just writes every day. I mean, I have it on my notes, like different things that the subject matters or hook lines or things like that. But being able to sit down and actually do it, I really want to make more space for that, because, we got 4 more singles that we want to pump out, and then eventually it'll just be an album and so on and so forth. So I think right now it's just like, we've got such a great show. I just want to get it more on the road as much as possible. And like I said, making the book for Urban Cowboy, designing, actually working with a designer to design the Country Couture clothing line has always been a big goal of mine.
Wow.
And and going on SNL. And here you are again on the Jim Master Show too. I mean, what an incredible year you're having. Thank you. And you as well. Well. It's been a while, and we both come a long way, baby.
Absolutely right. I love this shot too. This is cool. Have you
Yeah.
ever done modeling at all?
When I was a kid, I didn't, pageants was the closest thing I got to modeling. And then when I do these photo shoots, I pretend I'm a model, but no, I've never done like print work or stuff like that, or any kind of runway stuff. No.
I could see that just, with some of these images too. I mean,
I just have fun with it,
Yeah.
I try to
a lot of different looks too,
Say it again.
A lot of great looks, different looks.
Yeah. I try to keep it different, and switch it up and show people different sides of me,
Absolutely. So you're loving the ride, literally. And why does it continue to bring you such great blessing and joy, Cali?
I was born to do it. That's all I know. I'm living my dream, my fantasy of being a full-time singer and songwriter and performer. And I'm really, really lucky that I get to do it. And it's not lost on me that I get to do it every night, and I'm just continue to grow and level up. And I truly love what I do, and I hope it shows through to everybody that that's the case. And fame has never been an end game for me. I've never really cared about it. I've always wanted to like be able to make a living doing this, a good living, providing for myself, my family, and being able to help others. Like, I was sitting watching TV, and I was watching the news last week when the floods were happening in Texas, and all these people were sharing their stories of just tragedy. And I was like, people only really knew who I was. Like, the only reason why I want to reach a certain level of success and fame is just so I can help others. And that's it. You know, I maybe want to buy a chateau in France and fix it up, you know, and make sure my mom has a nice car and has everything that she's ever wanted. But I'd love to be able to help others in times of crisis and need. And what else is there what else is there? That's the greatest happiness in the world, is to be able to give back. And right now I'm capable of giving back in my music and a little bit of my time, and share stories and things like that. But like, really be able to help people, I think that is like what that's a game changer in filling up whatever holes are in my heart. I get to fill that up with giving back. And that sounds probably so cliche, but I kid you not, like, that's really who I am. And I hope that I can get to that point where I'm able to help people on a much bigger scale. But right now I'm doing what I can, and showing love to as many people as I can with what I got.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. And so true. And it's the essence of who you are, my friend. And, you know, when you do have that chalet in France, the next time you're back on the Jim Master Show, we're going to go over there, and we'll do it there. We'll do it at the chalet in France.
The chateau in France. I'll give you the maid's quarters, which is about 4,500 square feet. It's nothing.
Oh, I think I can handle that. Yeah, that's right around where my limit is, but I think I can handle that. And if there's wine, if there's French wine and
French bread, French wine, crepes,
we're good.
Yeah.
Here is the website, everybody. Everything you wanted to know, Cali Tucker, is right there at callitucker.com, and it brings you to the links for all of the videos. There's videos on the website as well. All her music's on all the major platforms, Spotify and iHeart and Apple, everywhere that you get your music. Download, get it, make it a part of your life, and make sure you get a chance to find out about, go to the website too to find out about the tour. Now, when you are you going to a couple of different cities as part of it? Where are you headed?
So we just launched it. And so we'll be booking them kind of as we go, which is exciting because I don't know where we're going to end up. But some of them do say East Coast. They just haven't been confirmed. So I can't technically put it on my website just yet. But we still got shows here in Las Vegas that are happening. And as soon as we get those dates confirmed at these other venues all across the country, I mean, that'll be the first place you want to go look. Go to callitucker.com, click dates, and just stay. You can subscribe, and you guys will actually get notified through email when a new date pops up, whether it's here or in your hometown.
In your hometown. She's coming to you, folks, with music, laughs, and great stories, and lots of inspiration. Cali Tucker, a real pleasure having you back on the Jim Masters Show. Thanks for wanting to come back too. I really appreciate you. Yeah, they were saying, oh, she loves your show, and she had such a great time last time. She wants to get back on. And I said, absolutely, let's get this going. And it really is a pleasure to have you here. You're a hoot and a holler and a great person and a super talent. And again, you're surrounded by, super talent in your family. And everybody's blessed, and we're blessed to have you here as well. And I truly hope you enjoyed the time with me as much as I have with you, my friend.
Thank you. I adore you, and thank you for having me back on. And thank you to all the listeners that tuned in. And I hope to get to know you all as well. And I hope to be back for the next couple of songs that get released and give you guys an update on what's happening. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on the Jim Master Show. And I'll see you guys soon.
Absolutely. There's the website again, folks. And yeah, keep me posted when you are here on the East Coast. We'll come root you on and we'll see you and we'll be cheering you on, Cali, in the front row, of course. And that would be a pleasure. She's also on all the socials as well, folks, so you can check her out there. Cali, a pleasure. Thanks for your generosity of time. I know you're busy. I know all that stuff behind you's got to get boxed up, packed, get out on that tour. The best to you and to your mom and to your aunt and everybody. And and they're also welcome to come on as guests. Feel free to plant that seed. They would love to have them join us as guests as well. And you're a blessing and continued success. Keep us posted. As I mentioned last time, you're a part of the Lovity family here on the Jim Masters Show. We kept that porch light on for you, and we're going to do it again. You're welcome back anytime. And truly, thanks for being with us, Cali. A blast.
Thank you for having me, my dear.
Safe travels, okay?
Thank you. Will do.
All right, you be well. Take care now.
Right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Incredible singer, songwriter extraordinaire Cali Tucker joining us here on the show from Las Vegas, USA. Really a terrific talent. And as I mentioned, of course, she mentioned too, she is, her aunt is the legendary Tanya Tucker. Yes, that is her aunt, and her mom, a brilliant legendary singer as well, Lacosta. And she has carved out her own path, her own way, Cali Tucker, her own style, her own sound. And again, she's touring, she's making music, she's doing it all. She's in the studio making music, she's on tour, she's got a lot going on. And there is the website to check it all out. This is her return visit to JMS, and we absolutely loved it. And again, you can see the music videos that she was talking about as well. They're all there on the website, and truly, this was a lot of fun. And again, some really cool photos and shots stuff from some of her work, photo shoots, music videos, all kinds of cool things. Great stories that she told us too from the early beginnings as well of her career. This is something that you want to add again to your music library as well, last name. And of course, Urban Cowboy, which we talked about earlier as well. Good stuff, folks. And hope you enjoyed this episode of the Jim Masters Show with a very special guest, the one and only Cali Tucker joining us here. You can see this archived if you joined us late. No worries, because you can see this in full archived on the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We're also on all the socials. Come see us, say hi. Jim Masters TV on Facebook, X, and Instagram. We're right there. Connect with us as well. If you enjoyed this episode, of course, come back and see us again. Binge watch hundreds and hundreds of past guests, celebrity guests, and friends who stop by the Jim Masters Show for some laughs, some deep conversation, not just interviews, but real good, solid conversations with us. And sometimes they entertain us. She grabbed the harmonica and she played a little Harvest Moon for us on a whim. We didn't prepare that. We didn't do a sound check or anything. She just went with it. And I think that is fantastic. You talk about music legends. There are many wonderful folks, not just in music, but a lot of different areas who have been with us here on the Jim Masters Show, and we love them all. And recently, one of them is the incomparable, well, she's been with us several times. She's actually a dear friend, Melissa Manchester, and she wanted to say this about the recent anniversary of JMS.
Hi, Jim Masters. Melissa Manchester here, wishing you a heartfelt congratulations on the 5th anniversary of the Jim Masters Show. Commander of the Lovities, may you have a splendid celebration. Congratulations once again.
We love Melissa Manchester, and we also love our dear friend, the one and only Tony Orlando. That's Neil Byrne from Celtic Thunder. Let us show you that first, because he's another dear friend. You know him from Celtic Thunder.
Well, Jim, my friend, I want to wish you a very, very happy 5th anniversary for your amazing show that has brought us all such joy over the years. I remember when you first started off, and through those dreaded COVID years, you brought a ray of sunshine to us all, and I thoroughly enjoy jumping on your show. Every time I'm going out on a tour, or there's an album release or something like that, you're always first to say, come on, and let's talk about it. And it's always a great lovely, natural, flowing conversation. That's why I love your show so much, and I love you so much. Jim, thanks a million. Have a wonderful anniversary, okay? We'll be holding up a glass, a beer, or whatever it is, a Prosecco or something to the Jim Masters show today, okay? So, good on you. Talk to you very soon. Take care.
And here, thank you, Neil. Neil's a dear friend. You know him from Celtic Thunder, the popular group that you've seen on television and everywhere else. The concerts sell out. He's a great guy, and he's been on our show several times. You can see those episodes archived. And here is the one and only Tony Orlando.
Well, Jim Masters, 5-year anniversary. Congratulations. Let me just share this with you, okay? We're living in a podcast time. Hundreds of millions of podcasts. And I've had the opportunity to do many of those. I just want you to know that you made me welcome. You knew what you're talking about. We became friends from the very moment we started our interview, and we'll continue to be friends. I'm so happy for you. 5 strong years. And everybody I speak to, those people who watch the interview on your podcast, and my buddies and friends who have done your podcast, we all agree you're very special. Thank you for thinking of me and always having me part of your podcast. And anytime you ever need me, please call me or want me to be on. It's a privilege to be on your show. God bless you and continued success to one of the best in the industry. God love you, Jim. Congratulations. 5 big ones. Yes, sir.
Another legend of television and music, Tony Orlando. There are many of those that we've been sprinkling in during the course of our broadcasts as well. And we thank everybody for their kind words. And you can see them on the 5th anniversary special that we did. That's archived on our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this episode, then we would love it if you give this episode a thumbs up like. You know, there's a thumbs up icon on the YouTube channel next to all the episodes. Give us a thumbs up like. That helps us grow. Share the episode from our YouTube channel, the link onto your social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, and leave a comment as well right below, right down there. You can leave a comment if you enjoyed this episode and all the episodes on our series. We love interacting with you. We love seeing all of your comments. We love the feedback, and we really appreciate it. So thanks for doing that, folks. Thanks for all the comments as well during the course of the show. We love our JMS lovities. There are thousands and thousands of you all around the world, not just here in the United States where this show comes from, but our neighbors in Canada and Mexico, all throughout North America and South America and Europe and Asia and Africa and Australia. We welcome you all from wherever you're watching. Let us know where you watch from. Post a comment right there below and interact with us. We would love that. Stay tuned for more great episodes, incredible guests here on the Jim Masters Show. Once again, we thank the incomparable Cali Tucker joining us here on the Jim Masters Show with a great conversation. She played the harmonica for us as well. And again, yeah, you remember she was on The Voice on NBC, and she's just something else. And we both love this. Her aunt, Tanya Tucker, special guest, Cali Tucker. Lots of love in the family there, and lots of love here on JMS as well. We love you all. Don't forget to love one another, take care of one another, and don't forget to do the very same for yourself. It is important to do that. And come see us again. We'll keep the porch light on for you as well, right here on the one and only, the Jim Masters Show. Be well, everybody. Take care. Thanks for being with us on this episode. See you on the next one. And cheers.